Leaping Butterfly Ministries. And there's a great local nonprofit organization. And they had this amazing event recently, and I want to hear all about it.
Yeah. So back in February, which is Turner Syndrome Awareness Month, we had our 5th annual Seeds of Faith celebration.
Mm-hmm.
We raised right at about $120,000.
Woo!
And that helped support the goals set for the 2018-2019 year. So what we're able to do now is send 17 women or parents of girls who have Turner syndrome to our inaugural retreat, the Chrysalis retreat, which I'll get to in a little bit. We're able to host online weekly Bible studies. We provided hearing aid sets to 4 women who now have the gift of hearing.
Awesome.
We're able to support the first adult Turner syndrome clinic and the research registry. We were able to aid our first Turner syndrome couple through the process of adoption, since women with Turner syndrome are infertile and they're obviously difficult to conceive. And then we're also continuing our efforts in awareness. We're creating an advisory board.
Does that help with adoption? The process? If you are infertile, is that something that...
Well, they had raised a lot of money on their own towards adoption, but they needed
the connections
about $30,000 more.
Okay. No, I'm just trying to understand
that. Yeah, because adoption's very expensive. It's about $50,000 to $60,000.
Now, is that because the system has never been restructured in the history of adoption in this country? Or is it more of, is there like a political reason? What, in y'all's opinion? Because it sounds like y'all help out. So,
I mean, me personally, I just think it's a shame that adoption is so expensive.
I wonder why it is.
And I really don't.
I think and I know we're sidetracking here a little bit. We'll bring it back around, probably because to put skin in the game, basically, we want to make sure these children get to a good home and someone who. And so, if you can afford 50, 60,000, it's like you have to, in order to mount a successful political campaign, you got to put a lot of your own money into it.
Okay.
And if you don't, then you're not.
I was just curious.
But a lot of it really is just paperwork. But there's home visits and all this extra stuff. But then there's other things that our government doesn't really care about, and they just do nilly-willy, and it's not $50,000 or $60,000. So it just seems ridiculous to me. I'm all for a child going to a good, stable home and a strong environment, but that just seems a bit above and beyond to get a child out of foster care.
Agreed. Let's talk about Leaping Butterfly real quick, because we believe it or not, we're getting new listeners, and so they may not have been there last time. So Turner syndrome, if memory serves, it only hits women.
Correct.
It's a female-only
chromosomal genetic disorder.
Thank you. I was trying to find the proper phrase for it. And frequently in the teenage years, am I adding stuff to that?
No. So a lot of it's kind of a spectrum disorder in a sense that there's some women that have very few obvious issues, and then there's some women who have very severe issues. So a lot of girls don't realize that they have Turner syndrome until they hit the kind of the age of puberty, and they don't get their cycle, and then they talk to mom, and then mom goes to the doctor, and then they run the tests, and then they've missed out on years and years of growth hormone therapy and estrogen therapy, because these women are short statured, and the growth hormone obviously helps them grow a little taller. And the estrogen therapy helps with everything from bone density and osteoporosis and all kinds of other issues. So,
and do we know how many women a year this affects?
It's about 1 in 2,000. It's the second most common genetic disorder, and it's talked about so infrequently that a lot of people don't know what it is.
Right.
If we have a listener who's wondering what's going on with the Turner syndrome and stuff like that, I want to just direct them to leapingbutterfly.org.
Correct.
Because I'm on it right now, and it's really going over very detailed of what it is.
Right. So we just revamped the website a lot.
It looks great.
Coming up to our events, we're doing a Leap for the Retreat. So we have a brave couple who's jumping out of a plane August 4th. That event's going to be between 11 and 3 at the Skydiving Company up in Madisonville, Texas. That event is mainly raising money to assist in scholarships to send girls to the new retreat, our inaugural retreat next April.
Okay.
Then October 20th out in Dripping Springs at Deep Eddy's Vodka. Hello, that should get everyone's attention right there.
My ears just perked up.
Yeah, we're having a butterfly bash. And what that is that's a little bit more smaller, casual event for people who maybe can't come to the big events. So we're going to kind of start doing kind of like these smaller satellite events.
Nice. That's a great business
and kind
plan.
of reaching out more. So we're hopefully maybe next year we'll have something in San Antonio and then eventually in Dallas, and hopefully it can kind of catch on and just kind of light these little fires to go above and beyond. Then next February is going to be our 6th annual Seeds of Faith celebration. That's Thursday, February 21st. And that's going to be down in Houston at the Briar Club. And we have a special guest. I don't know if you've ever heard of Jenny Owen. She's a Christian singer and songwriter.
Cool.
So she's going to be coming and we're super excited about her. You can learn more about her at jennyowensmusic.com. Inaugural retreat, the Chrysalis retreat, is going to be April 5th to April 7th at the Trinity Pines Conference Center. And that's going to be just a really fun weekend for parents or grandparents of girls or parents of Turner syndrome. And it's just going to be a really inspiring and uplifting event. There's going to be, the typical campfire stuff and breakout sessions and some speakers and stuff like that. Registration for that is going to open on October 1st.
It seems like Leaping Butterfly almost has like a dual mission that, most established diseases or disorders, you don't have to explain what they are, who they hit. If it's breast cancer awareness,
it's pretty obvious.
It's obvious.
Yeah.
But Turner syndrome, so first you have to let people know, A, that it exists.
Correct.
B, what it is. C, who it hits. And D, what it does. And then once you have that, then you're also providing resources for those who have it and their family members.
Yeah.
So that's like kind of a double whammy you have to juggle.
It's been I don't want to say struggle, but it's been a hard 5 years to just really get that word out there. And the founder of Leaping Butterfly, Debbie Brown, she's writing her 2nd book.
Good.
And, but it's just a mission that's really, really close to my heart. And so there is a lot of extra work involved because you have to educate people on what it is in the first place. And then we're just trying to do all these events to just get people involved. I mean, even if you come and you don't give any money, that's fine. Just come and learn about it. Because in 6 months from now or a year from now, maybe someone who has a daughter who has Turner syndrome. And so you just have to, spread the word and get educated about it.
And think about it, because, you said 1 in 2,000, and some people may go, well, that's not too many. First off, look at the numbers on that. And secondly, I was just saying earlier, I've got a couple thousand friends on Facebook. Let's say they average 1 daughter each or something. That means that just in my little circle, this is something that is significant, and it can affect the path of a young woman.
Yeah. And early detection is key. So there's the karyotype test that you can do. And, the sooner you're able to and there's a lot of educating doctors as well, because a lot of them know about it and a lot of them don't. And there's creating education for them as well, that the earlier you can detect that a girl has Turner syndrome, the earlier you can start certain therapies and treatments to kind of help them a little bit later on in their life.
Well, I'm so glad that first off, Leaping Butterfly is there. And I know that how long has it been going now? I'm trying to remember.
So we're going into our 6th year.
6th year. Okay.
So the ministry's been around, I think, for 7 or 8, because Debbie wrote a book, and then it took us about a year or two to decide, okay, we need to really do something that, so that's when we started doing the annual events. And now we're just adding on more and more. And Debbie's recently moved out to Austin. So now we're kind of able to branch from there, and she's made some really great connections out there. So we're just hoping it kind of lights the fire.
Expanding the reach is a great idea. And I like your model of doing various things around throughout the year, because sometimes you'll have a nonprofit that puts all their eggs in the one gala basket every year. Yeah. And if a basketball game is on the same night or another gala, right, you miss out. A great model on that.
It's always been my personal mission to have little things going on all year long so that we're constantly in the forefront, because I want Turner syndrome to become a household name in a sense that people, when they hear about it, they at least have some recognition, some spark that goes off. And so I think, I agree with you, not doing one big event a year, but that's why we're trying to do 4 or 5 things a year. We're hoping to kind of do a golf tournament at some point in the future.
Cool. If you did putt-putt, Dick and I'll sign up for it.
Okay, perfect. So
Guaranteed.
I'll pretty much do anything.
Well, you do real golf, though, don't you?
I can do it.
I tried it once at one of those indoor places. It was
because that's real golf. Indoor places. What are you talking about?
Yeah, swing zone. You know, the one where they have the big TV
That's
screen.
It's not real golf.
Well,
That's
using
like
a real
virtual.
club and trying to swing the club.
Have y'all been to Top Golf ever?
Yeah.
I drove past it once.
Yeah.
You'd like that. We'll go there.
I tried swinging it. It was the most embarrassing thing ever. I kept was it whiffling the ball, whiffing it, and
well, you just
missing it.
You just need some.
I missed
you just
the
need
heck out
someone
of that
who's
ball.
better than you to teach you how to just kind of start.
Okay,
They kind of snuggle up behind you and show you how to swing the club the right way.
There you go. Well, hell, I'll sign up for that one. So until we get the official Leaping Butterfly golf tournament, tell us the event that just happened and what's coming up around the corner again.
So our last one was the one back in February where we raised almost $120,000. But the next one coming up, and you can find all the details on our website, leapingbutterfly.org, is going to be Saturday, August 4th at the Skydiving Company in Madisonville, Texas.
There you go. Brave souls. I myself have exited a perfectly good airplane.
You couldn't pay me enough money to jump. The only time I think I would do it is if I was in line for the $1 million on Amazing Race. But other than that, no thanks.
Well, my first time, it took 2 sergeants to actually throw me out of the airplane. And every subsequent time, it's an unnatural and ungodly act to jump out of a perfectly good airplane.
You just got to ask yourself, do you want to live forever? And then you say no and you jump. Not with
the sheer terror that I experienced each time. No. But it's wonderful. So the brave souls on that's happening in August. Leapingbutterfly.org. Know it, love it, be it. Let's help spread the word about Turner syndrome, because seriously, this is the number 2 genetic disorder. Did I get that right? Mm-hmm. For women. This affects a lot of them, and it needs to have that awareness that other maladies do. Danielle, thanks so much for popping out here.
I really appreciate y'all having me on again, and hopefully you'll have me back again a little later on in the year.